And I still use BC and AD in my writings. Okay? I still do it.
You don't use BCE?
I don't use BCE. All right. Well, see, even you copping a tude right there, right?
Interesting.
I saw your face. You got the
No,
camera.
I
Do you
just
see
said
his face?
interesting. I just said interesting. It's interesting.
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Okay, first of all,
Doesn't make any sense.
BCE,
This is not current era 2,000 years ago.
I'm going to tell you. So BCE, as you know, stands for Before Common Era.
Right.
And CE stands for Common Era. So this is de-religiousifying AD and BC.
Right.
Okay? Yet, of course, they reference the same calendar.
Right.
Okay? Well, who invented the calendar we all currently use in modern society? It's called the Gregorian calendar. It was invented by the Catholic Church, by Jesuit priests in the 1580s, assigned by Pope Gregory to fix the problems in the calendar because, I'm sorry, I'm screaming at you here. You got me started.
Scream. Get crazy.
I got to calm down.
I'll bring in coffee.
The Julian calendar, put forth in ancient Rome, had one modification to previous calendars. It had a leap day. Okay? It had a leap day. And, okay, a leap day is how often? Every 4 years. This was good. Because what are we trying to track? We're trying to, the Earth goes around the sun. And so we say, all right, how long does that take? Well, it takes a year. But it turns out we're not actually tracking how long it takes Earth to go around the sun. We're tracking how long it takes Earth to repeat its seasons. And the year that corresponds to our seasons is slightly different from the year that corresponds to how long it takes to go around the sun. Slightly different. And that difference was not recognized in the early calendars. And that difference accumulated so that by the year 1584, the vernal equinox, the first day of spring, did not occur on March 21st. It occurred on March 10th. It shifted from the calendar date. That's what happens if you don't match the cycles of things. And the Pope said, we're not having any of this, especially since Easter might land on Passover, and we're trying to distinguish ourselves mightily from the Jews, so let's fix this. The Jesuit priests got to study this. They looked at the cycles of the heavens, the sun, the moon, the stars, and they came up with a new calendar, the Gregorian calendar, a modification to the Julian calendar. You know what they had to do? To invoke it, they had to take 10 days out of the calendar. To jumpstart, to put the first day of spring back on March 21st. And this happened in October 1584.
Why has there been...
It took 10 days out of the calendar.
That is
so
crazy.
now how much rent do you pay? They had to invent amortized rent.
Really?
Yeah, because you're going to pay for 3 weeks instead, 20 days instead of 30. That they had to figure that out, okay? Point is, this was hard-earned, and the whole world uses this calendar. It is the most accurate calendar ever devised.
Is
Okay?
it?
Yes, I'll tell you what. Okay, you asked. So watch what happens. The leap day overcorrected the calendar. It overcorrected it.
Overcorrect.
Yes. Yes.
So you need a leap year.
So, no, sorry, the leap day is every 4 years. That one day every 4 years was slowly putting too many days into the moments into the year. Okay? The Gregorian calendar figured this out, and it had put 10 extra days since the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. 10 extra days. First, jumpstart, get rid of the 10 days. Now everything's lined up again.
Okay.
Now, how do you prevent this from happening again? Because it overcorrects, how long do you have to wait to remove a leap day that you would otherwise put in? Okay?
Okay.
That's every 100 years.
Oh.
So every 100 years, that would be a leap day, you remove the leap day.
Oh.
Now, it turns out that undercorrects it by an even smaller amount, okay? So how long do you have to wait before you have to put a leap day back in? Every 400 years.
Oh, God.
So the year 2000 was a century year, which normally would not have a leap day, except it's a century year evenly divisible by 400, so they put the leap day back in. And everybody on almost everybody except the astronomers, on February 29th in the year 2000 said it's just a leap year because it's divisible by 4. No, it is a rare leap year. It is a century year divisible by 400. That corrects it back, and so now you have a stable calendar for tens of thousands of years.